yours. There we go. There we go. Okay. Hello, happy Monday, and welcome to an hour episode of our live stream episode 860 part 860 part 841. I'm Kevin is 1983. This is BW22.
Hi.
Bear with me a little bit. It feels like something is stuck in my throat, so my voice might be cutting in and out a little bit. But I am okay because obviously I'm breathing. But anyways, we're playing Uno because you know what? It's too dang hot to be fighting. At least where I am. And maybe where you are too. Yes.
That would make sense for at least one of us anyway. It's kind of rare, from the other. But, just saying.
Right. But it is what it is. So we're on Uno for the next hour and we'll be discussing whatever pops into our head, whatever that may be. Just like my title, I want ice cream.
I was about to ask you that next. Like, what?
Ice cream.
Go downstairs. Well, you just came from the kitchen. Why didn't you got some?
We don't have any. We don't have ice cream in the house.
When the last time you went grocery shopping? There's a reason there.
That's just something we don't tend to buy unless there's a reason. So it's not a common thing in my house.
Well, I know you're probably going out tomorrow, so when you go out or whatever, then stop yourself to the store, get some ice cream before you head home. There.
Well, either way, I want ice cream, but we will discuss that further. And if you want to hear some other stuff that we discussed that isn't ice cream, or could be ice cream, depends on what you watch, or if you want to see what we upload, follow our channels. You can also follow us on Twitter. I'm Cabby Anapedia. He is BigDW1985.
And stop there if you're gonna continue with that topic, because any more food topics, I'm gonna get hungry again. Actually, I just finished eating about almost 2 hours ago. I do not need any more for the night. Alright. There is something we actually could talk about. So I know you weren't aware of this. But I think Fate Summer Gaming was still continuing, I guess. Now this shouldn't matter to us technically because it's Xbox. But shockingly there were a few titles that were not only with their Xbox exclusives, but mostly little coming out for all consoles. For example, we're in Bizarro World, as you already know that we're getting Gears of War is coming to PlayStation in August.
Wait, what is?
Gears of War.
Oh, Gears of War.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't mention that because I said it's more of an Xbox thing, but no, it's coming to PlayStation. Alright, I keep taking from me. Anyway. I think they have a beta this week, but I'm not too sure. But the game does have co-op. I don't know. See, the last shooter we've done, at least on both of our teams, was Outriders. We know how that turned out.
That's good. That's a game where I don't think it was a bad game, but boy, did that game fall off.
It's just one of those games that's just like, it's not like one of those typical yearly titles like a Call of Duty, But speaking of Call of Duty, they have confirmed also yesterday that well, I'm not surprised by this one. But we're getting Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Thank you. So yeah, I'm assuming Black Ops 7 will be out later in the fall. Um, which by the way, I will be back on COD a bit later this week. I know it's been months, but just saying like, you know what? I missed in the battlefield for the last couple of months, so I say like, let me get back. I know I missed a number of things, so I say like, why not? But yeah, so they do have a beta for Gears, I believe, later this week, I believe. But yeah, but it actually comes out in August. And things got more interesting. So they also confirmed at so we got two big games coming out in October. So the first one, which I think we already know, but Ghost of Yokai, that'll be out in October. And via their recent trailer for Ninja Gaiden 4, we also learned that Ninja Gaiden 4 is also be out in October. So yes, I don't know if you'll, well, you're still at with Metaphor by now, but you know, by then, I don't know if you're going to be doing double or triple duty in October.
Well,
Because I already,
if it takes me that long to play Metaphor, which that is very unlikely, but if it takes me that long, I'll probably do double.
cause I don't know if you're doing like, you know, you're taking your time. I know you're not rushing, but you're taking your time and doing side quests. Cause I know how
Well,
you are with
with
your.
these kinds of games, you kinda have to a little bit.
Right now, we're in June, so you got like, well, 4 months. So, but if you're still at it with Metaphor by then, I say like, oh yeah,
I mean,
cause I definitely,
it's not that hard to record these, so if I have to, I have to.
cause I know definitely you're gonna be on Ghost of Yokai, and I'm assuming Ninja Gaiden.
I might be. I don't know.
And they got the other Ninja Gaiden that comes out next month, and then the two the second game, the remastered or whatever um that one's on sale right now. I think for about like 30 something in the store. Let's see what else was mentioned over the weekend. Well, for those who never played Final Fantasy VII Remake, at least on the Xbox side, good news. Final Fantasy VII Remake will come to Xbox. That'll be out in the winter. And out now, Final Fantasy 16 is also now on Xbox.
Oh, I was trying to call Uno on the on Chomper. Eh.
Yeah, that's a shame. I would say y'all give me all these cards, and I could have came back on y'all and said, you know what, in y'all faces. Alright, continuing still before you missed. In the fighting game side of things, things are getting more interesting and more better. So, see, let me ask you. Now, we already have. Let me see. Not really sure. Do we have? Is there like a third? Oh yeah, we do. So right now you have these three games right now. So we have the Hunter x Hunter game, which I almost forgot, which is coming out later this year. Also, we have the Marvel, like Marvel minus the Capcom. With they're three, well, in this case 4v4, but team fighter. And of course, hopefully we'll have news about it down the line. 2XKO. Now, let me ask you something. Out of those three, uh, which of those are you excited about the most?
What are they again?
2XKO, that Marvel fighting game, and
It'll be
Hunter
the
x
Marvel
Hunter.
one.
Okay. So, what if I told you we're getting a fourth team fighter? Part. Excuse me. So yeah, we are getting a fourth fighter, another team fighter. So they showed this yesterday during the Xbox event, and now it will come to PlayStation. Excuse me. Of all the things they could think of, I never would have thought they would do this in a 3v3 fighter. So, we have 2XKO, we have Hunter x Hunter, we got the Marvel one coming. So, we could add this one to next year as well. If you know the show Invincible, they're now getting a fighting game.
Yuck.
I wouldn't ask you what color it was to save it.
We're out.
I was gonna ask you, but never mind. I said, yeah, you're not gonna say anything on it.
No, I actually was.
So I thought about it and I say, oops, and
Oh.
I backed out by accident. Send it again. Sorry.
Oops, not that button.
I said to myself, wait a minute. Yeah, Cam's not gonna tell me and just say, just play along.
Many times I tell you if I know, and that one I did know. Yeah, what I don't tell you is because I honestly don't remember.
Alright, see. I know I'll have to show you once we're done streaming, but what do you think about Invincible now having a fighting meme now?
It makes sense, but I've never seen the show, so that's about as far as I can say.
Yeah, same. Other than the one character we already know, which is I forgot his name. Who was the guest character in MK1?
Homelander?
Oh, right. Thanks.
Or not Homelander, Omni-Man.
Yeah, I say Homelander. Yeah, Homelander's from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
other.
yeah. The boys.
Yeah. So what do you think? I mean, we got like so now adding them now. That's the fourth game we having like a MVC type of ripoff. So I'm kind of wondering what the heck's going on at Capcom. So you mean to tell me we're getting 2X KO, we're getting Hunter x Hunter, Marvel's doing a 4v4, and now Invincible is now doing one. And all of that before Marvel vs. Capcom 4. We may not get one, because shoot, we're just getting like tag games out of nowhere. Alright. Because there's a few other games I just saw in the thing where I just said, like, nothing really important. Well, maybe besides a remake of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4.
Hi, ADF. Hold on one sec, ADF. Which kind? Oh. You know what? Probably in that order. Baskin Robbins, then Ben and Jerry's, and then Haagen-Dazs.
Unless ADF was probably maybe referring to what flavor.
No, he was asking me what brand.
Oh. So I was going to say, I don't know, Neapolitan. I see. I haven't done this with you in a while on streams. So let's do a what we like and don't like about whatever topic. So today we'll do since everybody's still at it talking about Mortal Kombat. Now, game wise, I was going to mention the ones that you have played. So I'm not going to go random. I'm just going to go, up and down or whatever. So if you have more than one reason, of that, then go right ahead. So, what do you like about the very first Mortal Kombat game?
Soundtrack, fatalities.
Well, they have multiple. Depends on what port.
No, I mean the mechanic of fatalities.
No, I mean the soundtrack.
Yeah, I just like the soundtrack. Period.
All right.
Wait. Oh yeah, you said the first one.
Yeah, the very first. Not.
Yeah.
Well, I would say Mortal Kombat 12, which would be Mortal Kombat 1, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, this hand is terrible.
So. All right. So, what do you don't like about Mortal Kombat 2? No, I didn't call.
He couldn't. Luna can't call that.
No, I mean none of us. Like no one didn't call Uno.
We can't call that because they just exchanged. That's all. So, I had 3 cards. I gave my hand to Snow. So they had 2 cards, and they had another 7. And so when they exchanged cards, they didn't have 1 card.
That normally doesn't happen, does it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Because Luna wouldn't know that they had 1 card.
Huh.
I mean, I know what you're trying to say, but no, in this case, there would be no reason to call.
I gotta say, because I mean, out of all the games we've been doing all these years, I say I've never
I've seen it.
Even on Switches. Oh.
I've seen it. That's why I know why it wasn't called. So you see how Luna has 2 cards?
Yes.
Okay. So if Luna had 1 card and then Snow took that 1 card, they would have had to call. Oh boy. So I guess I wasn't that. If I had to pick something, I wasn't a fan of Shao Kahn being so difficult, but I don't know. I never really found anything I didn't like about 2.
Oh, I have a reason. The game was completely hard on purpose.
I didn't hate that because Mortal Kombat is a hard game, so that didn't bother me.
People have been talking for years that I I don't know if Boone and Tobias had this, during the arcade days, or the arcade ports that that they set the AI like that on purpose. Cause I'll say like the first two fights shouldn't be as hard, but three and up, it just kind of like went to like a spike. Cause you can see the gimmicks on whoever you're facing.
I didn't know we were including arcade because I didn't play that version. I only played Sega.
You didn't play the
No.
yeah.
And also, you
I
didn't
would have
say
thought
Sega. You just said Mortal Kombat 2.
yeah. Okay, when I say all right, so any version, so it so overall, so if it's like Mortal Kombat One, if you play the arcade or the console
Uh,
versions,
it,
like yeah, either way,
yeah, my position's still the same since I never played the arcade. So
yeah. I would have thought you would have had the so you didn't have the collection on PS3 because
no,
they had a collection of the first three games.
no,
Well,
I didn't have.
Mortal
Nope.
Kombat 2. Yeah, come back to me once that collection comes out because yeah, play the arcade ports. I guess that'll go the same with the first game because yeah, knock yourself out on the arcade ports.
Well, okay. In that case, did I play the arcade? No, but my brother did, and I saw it.
Cause I gotta tell you, like the shenanigans they do in once you play arcade ports and the like maybe with who you're facing,
Oh
you'll
dang
kind of
it! I
see
could
like
have
a
played a different
pattern
card.
going. So for example, if you would have faced Melina, if you would have tried to like try to jump in and do like a kick, she's gonna jump outward and do her side like every time. Actually, one fun fact which I didn't know going back to the first game, like I know your last endurance you'll take on Garo immediately once you beat through, but I did not know this during the in the arcade port. Like while you're fighting, you literally could hear Garo in the background. But yeah, when that day comes, yeah, I really want to hear your thoughts on playing the port. Especially on the first two games because now they already confirmed that the Genesis ports will be in the collection. But yeah, I really want to hear your thoughts on the arcade ports of the first two because whew, and for those who are wondering, like yeah, your quarters are completely gone for that crap. All right, see, moving on. If you have one thing you like about, I'm going to Vanilla 3.
Uh, it led to Ultimate 3.
Well, the first DLC, I guess you could say, right? What you don't like about Ultimate.
That's another one that's hard for me to say I didn't like, but I guess it's more of a I didn't like that I didn't know how to do babalities.
Hmm. Like I said, fingers crossed for trilogy, because They do have an option to do finishers a lot easier with I think like the one button thing. Also, I hope they add this too. That they have. Then again, it's a possibility because now that I think about it, with the Marvel collection that we got now, Marvel's Capcom collection and the Capcom one, they do give us like a practice. So I hope that they do the same thing for this one. All right, let me see. All right, I can skip four because I know you have not played four. Don't worry, I'm not gonna even say what mythologies or special forces.
Oh,
That'll
I
move
didn't
on to
play
the
those
next one.
either.
I figured that's it. I say like I'm skipping those. I figured you didn't play them. All right. So, what do you like about MK5 or Deadly Alliance?
That it went in a new direction. Or an unexpected direction.
If I would have had to reverse it to say what I hate about it, they killed the chosen one.
I was fine with that.
So you were fine that they actually kill off the I don't know, just one of the main characters
Like I said,
in
I
the
was
series.
fine with the new direction.
Moving on. All right. What you don't like about Deception?
The only thing I didn't like was that chess game.
All right. Now I'm gonna switch it up to a little bit of both now. See. So, what do you like and don't like about Armageddon?
The endings were stupid. And I'm going to say what was it? The fails are also stupid.
Oh, oh, I know there's more, or that's all you have.
I mean, those are the main things. The endings were stupid, and the fatalities were dumb.
I was arguing saying much on the story because I know you said you don't like or do you, Taven and Dagon?
I thought they were fine.
All right, let's see.
Also, ADF says, case closed. Is it worth it again? I liked the case closed. That was a fun anime.
A long, never-ending one. They're up there with One Piece.
I don't think it's up there with One Piece because One Piece has over 1,000 episodes. I don't think Case Close does.
As they should be in the same boat because they're the main two I know that of a long anime that never ends.
I'm fairly certain it did end. I'll look that up.
Did they finally concluded in saying like that what's his name was actually was the it was me the whole time. I just shrunk as a kid. If they didn't up to this point, I'm just saying, like, wow.
Okay, so the manga is continuing. But I don't think the show is. Hold on. Oh, I guess it is. Let's see. Oh, okay. Looks like it's on hiatus.
Ugh, typical. And that, typical. Alright, back on the MK, let me see. Alright, I can skip DC if you didn't played. So, people are actually hoping to say that hopefully this be added to the collection, but I doubt it. But we'll see. All right, what do you like and don't like about Mortal Kombat 9
So I'm doing both.
or the reboot?
So I'm doing like and don't like.
Yes.
I like the game in general. What I didn't like was the guest characters because I felt it was unnecessary.
Freddy and Kratos.
I just said it felt unnecessary.
Actually, it was the game that actually started the DLC thing. So. Alright. What do you like and don't like about Mortal Kombat X?
I, I like the cast. I like the story. What?
Also, the game that started with Combat Kids.
I guess if I'm gonna reach for something, it would have to be Kotal Khan, but even that, I don't hate him.
Alright.
Idiot says, Tiny Tank on the PS1 needs a remake, doesn't it? Yes.
Alright. And what do you like and don't like about Mortal Kombat 11?
I actually really like the battles where you can do them with friends.
Oh. The towers
Yes.
go up.
Uh, I didn't like the end to the story. And by that I mean the part 2 end.
Oh. They gave us 2 endings. I mean, at least.
Well, again,
Which
it's just
technically,
some.
I got.
I'm just saying it was just an unnecessary thing to do.
Until we learned that both endings were actually were canon. I literally thought it was lose make more sense.
Especially on PS5 in high def.
Normally, I shouldn't talk about the next one right now, but since the game is pretty much done, we might as well. And what do you like and don't like about Mortal Kombat? Mortal Kombat. See, this is confusing to say. Mortal Kombat 1.
That it was a reset. That I
The
don't
second
like.
reset.
I'm just saying it was a reset because they wrote themselves into a corner. What I do like. I actually like doing like combos with the characters.
And the DLC story sucks.
I got a prediction that Sonic Lost Worlds is going to get a sequel. That's what ADF says.
Actually, I heard one better. I heard there's a possibility that what was the one you played? See, was it Frontiers?
Yes.
I heard there's a rumor going around that they may have a sequel. I see. So, which leads to this now, which leads to a question. Do you think will we have Mortal Kombat 13, or will they call it Mortal Kombat 2?
If they're smart, they would call it Mortal Kombat 2. Because it's just continuing the story, and it's yes.
Oh. I say that'll even be more confusing. People got confused with the original and this one, and people to say, yeah, we have a Mortal Kombat 2. So I was saying what the next title will be. Will it be Mortal Kombat 2?
It probably
Mortal
won't
Kombat
even
3?
be that. They'll call it something totally different, but it would just be a continuation of 2023.
And what happens if they reset again?
No one's gonna play it because at some point you can't keep resetting it.
See, it's gonna be kind of interesting. Well, switching games, it's gonna be kind of interesting. Like in stories with other fighting games. Like for example, what's gonna happen next in Street Fighter 7? Like, will Ryu and Ken still be around? You know.
Depends on how far into the story they are, because if we go by their age in the Street Fighter 2 manual, they should be in their 60s.
See, here's the reason I say this. because if you remember back in when Street Fighter 3 first came out, like when they like first building it, people were not happy. Even though that Alex is supposed to be like, of course, the new face and the protagonist. Uh, People didn't like Vanilla 3, and people was wondering like, because of the backlash, they had no choice but to bring back Ryu and Ken. So I kind of wonder, will they redo that again? Because if Ryu and Ken don't be won't be in the next one, then you're gonna have another backlash. People get mad and say like, "Where are the boys?"
Well, if people backlash over that, then Capcom should just stop the game series because it's actually ridiculous to try to hold on to characters that clearly have aged.
Because I kind of wonder if they would have kept it how it is, we probably wouldn't have we probably may not would have Street Fighter 6 right about now. Because I get it, like they were going to a new direction with 3, as the gimmicks say in the beginning, new generation. Like we're getting new generation of fighters. Alex was the protagonist, I guess leading the charge of that series. And and in the beginning we had, I guess people were too happy with how the roster was. Like we're getting brand new characters, like hardly no returns. So like back then, because it was between what, Alex, Elena, um, Yun Yang, Oro, Necro, and I believe Ibuki when they I think still in the original. And and Sean, who I guess was the new shoulder of the group. But it wasn't enough. People got mad and just saying like they didn't saw no Ryu, they didn't saw Ken, they didn't saw Chung Li or any of the other old favorites. And yeah, people were just wasn't happy and just saying like, I don't like the Street Fighter and everything. And because of the backlash, they had no choice but to bring Ryu and Ken back. And then of course, uh, and then 2 games later, they into a third straight, they put Chung Li in.
Also, ACS says Nintendo Switch 2 release. Here's a game I know too much about, and this coming from the creators of Gunstar Heroes, Mischief Makers, and Ikaruga Rakugaki Showtime.
Which right now in the fighting game series of what now? Street Fighter 6. Well, Street Fighter still continue with 6. I guess where they left off from 3. Tekken 8. Well, Tekken. They're gonna have to figure out with Reina. That Jin and Kazuya no longer have Devil Gene. Reina now has it. So they're gonna have to explain that in Tekken 9. Um, we were just saying earlier with Mortal Kombat. We don't know what's going to be next. Either they reboot the series again or they continue. I kind of wonder how they're going to redeem after the Chaos Reigns story. Let's see. I don't know what the heck happened to Soul Calibur. Um, After years, Virtual Fighter's now back with a brand new one, and at least they'll have story for once. Let's see. Well, we don't know much on the Guilty Gear side of it all, but yeah, they're still continuing. It'll probably be a while before we get KOF 16. That is, or if they're going to continue. And how Fatal Fury's going, yeah. Alright, we got 6 minutes. Maybe we'll pull off one quickie or...
Let's see. That's not good. That's also not good.
Oh, being on the news. Darn. They actually pulled the trigger. Well, it was a good run. Yeah. So, no yeet. Jay lost the belt. No. He cut his hair? Hmm. Hate doing that. Yeah.
I didn't know what was
Alright,
happening
man.
on like I knew you drew a 7. I was like, do you know what the other two have?
I say, don't let it be red. Because I say, like, 'cause I think the cards I had before I had blue and red left. Alright. Uh, are there any on the throwback stuff? There's a few. I won't be too long on this. It's already been 19 years for Cars. 41 years for Gremlins. 42 years for Trading Places. 35 years for another 48 hours. Oh, I get into here. And 41 years for Ghostbusters. And I did not know that Gremlins had cereal. Well, actually, here's one extra one. If you remember that Little Caesars had a pizza by the foot. A 3 foot long rectangular pizza. But, anywho. Alright, folks. That'll end tonight's episode. If y'all enjoy, by all means, go to our channels, hit that notification button, like. It does help the channel with company. I'm pretty sure there's some you aren't subscribed. But if you do, see what new videos I do on my channel and new videos that Cav does on her channel. Follow us, of course. Alexa, dismiss. Follow us, of course. Mine is Big985, and hers is at Cabinopedia. Alright, we'll be back Wednesday for another short stream. This could be anything. So, stay tuned. Cav is still at a Metal 4. As for me, well, right now, Fatal Fury is already up with Janet. Wheatley Towers WWE is already up. And Marvel Snap is up. And yeah, I tried with Morgan Le Fay. So, Um, whew, she's one of those kind of confusing cards to figure out, but I did what I could. So if y'all want to watch, that one's up. Yeah, so hopefully for the rest of this week, hopefully I'll be back with more Tekken. Um, Call of Duty will be up by the weekend. More from me, Capcom Fighting Collection 2, and more. So, yeah. Alright, Z, anything real?
Nope.
Alright, folks. With that said, Cap and me, we'll see you on the next one.
Bye bye.
Later.